All right. We're going to test a new class. This class has received a lot of changes. I mean, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 changes in total. That is a lot of changes for one class. And we're going to test it out. We're going to level it. We're going to go through the talents, the itemization, just like we did the White Mage, and see what's new, what's fresh, and how is it pairing up to get to level 100 and hopefully get into Inferno later. That class is going to be
the
Pyromancer.
Comes from pure fire.
So, pyrokinetic disorder damage is increased. Creates a large fire aura around the flame diviner, inflicting fire damage to enemies in its range. So that damage was increased. Increased the tick rate of pyrokinetic disorder from 1 tick per second to 3 ticks per second. So the aura is going to tick 3 times as fast, dealing a lot more damage. Increased comet damage a bit. Where's comets here? The flame diviner calls on a comet to destroy his enemies. So this got increased slightly. Media damage also got increased slightly. The flame diviner has a chance to launch a huge meteor on attack. Fixed pandemonium of flames, which is not applying properly. Where pandemonium flame pyrokinetic disorder now also lowers enemy fire resistance. So I guess this wasn't working to apply the fire resistance debuff. So hopefully now this will increase the damage mobs take. Increase the scaling of calamity. Where's calamity? Right here. Incite destruction into the flame diviner, temporarily causing every attack to cast comet and meteor. So they increase the scaling of it. We'll see what happens with that. Fixed 3rd degree burns not applying properly. Where 3rd degree burns. Targets inflicted with burn and now have reduced fire resistance and slows the target. So it looks like, yeah, the 3rd degree burns, which is the fire resistance, wasn't working, and pandemonium fire resistance wasn't working. It looks like they fixed both. Increased flame shields scaling. The flame diviner surrounds himself in flames, temporarily increases his health and maximum resistances. Enemies that come into contact are damaged. So that damage got increased. Flame shield now gives 10% damage reduction while active. Increased proc rate of burning. Where is burning? Chance on attack and ability cast to apply burn to the target, dealing heavy damage over time. So they increased the proc rate of this. Increased damage of blazing trail. Where is blazing trail? Gives flame diviner projectiles a chance to leave behind a blazing trail that damages and slows enemies. Increases the scaling of split fire. Where is split fire? Gives the flame diviner a chance to shoot multiple projectiles instead of one. Okay. Have to see how scaling works. Increases the damage of Armageddon. Let's find Armageddon here. Calls down the rain of meteors, striking enemies around the flame diviner. Keep in mind, right? We're going at this fresh, as if there's no meta, as if there's no nothing. So that way we have a raw testing measure, right? Because if we go in, oh, this is the meta build that we use for season 11, this is what worked, we're gonna bypass potentially new builds, stronger builds, and the changes that they've done to the classes in the game. So that's why I'm not going to do that, right? Copy and paste my meta builds from season 11 to apply to this. Maybe in the future, as we test, going into Inferno and we test final end game builds, we'll put those skills and talent combinations and items to the test. But for leveling, and seeing how the new changes affect the class, we're gonna go at it raw, just like you guys. First time playing the game, first time trying to Pyromancer. You know, let's see what happens. Okay. Um, increases damage of Fire Swarm. Where is Fire Swarm? Yeah. Cast a swarm of fireballs in front of the arsonist. Increases damage of Fire Nova. Casts a Nova of fire impacting all enemies around the arsonist. We're gonna have to try a lot of this spell, all of these spells actually. Increases the scaling of burning. Where's burning again? We had it up here. There it is. Chance on attack and every cast to apply damage to burn to the target, dealing heavy damage. So they also, not only did they increase the proc rate, they also increased the damage or the scaling. Reduce how many hydras can be out at one time. Yeah, I guess there was a lot of them. Decrease hydra damage and increases damage of Inferno. Calls a wall of fire to clear the field. Regenerates a new charge every 10 seconds. I hope that's really there now. Pyromancer's inner fire melts ice around him, staying frozen shorter than other players. Okay. Alright, let's get in. The Pyromancer. On normal, we're going to go to difficulty 5. So, supposedly, I guess the Shaponia stage now needs a cloud key. I have to go back to the patch notes. I'm still confused about that. So what's the point of having the Demon Sheep and Jeffrey subscription? There is no point anymore, and if there isn't, why are they still part of the relic drop list? Right, just to eat up relics? I think they should be removed. Let me ask that right now. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so what are we gonna do first? Obviously, every time you start out a new class, in my opinion, you want to start out with a active, so that way as you're auto attacking, you also cast something. So the meteor is passive, has a chance to launch a huge meteor on attack. Comets, the flame diviner calls down a comet to destroy his enemies, which is an active. Fireflies, when an enemy dies from arsonist projectiles, an orbiting firefly is summoned, charge it into nearby enemies. And then you have Fire Swarm, creates a swarm of fireballs in front of the arsonist. So that does 15 damage. 15. The comet is 21, but a 3-second cooldown. And it did increase the damage of comet. We'll go with comet for now. And we'll see how it goes. So for the settings, just to make sure, I'll keep the blues and rares for now, so we go faster. Magic Find is 0. Everything else is the same. Damage meters, show DPS meters, show hard border. Oh, did they change the setting here? Because they used to be condensed. The meter looks like they changed the settings in this update, because there was an update today. Interesting. Okay. Let me put the fireball as right click. The comet. Oh, are you serious? That's not a good way to start. Make sure you get your keybinders comfortable. So the meteor didn't do much damage. The comet didn't do much damage at all. Huh. We got an upgraded weapon right off the bat. Why is the comet dropping on me? It shouldn't be. Okay. Alright, that's one-shotting. I'm out of mana already. Let's see. Okay. Let's try a different one. Because the cooldown on it. We'll try Fire Swarm for now. The Comet is nice. It's obviously one shot in mobs, but okay. Yeah, the Fireball is more frontal AoE. You see that? Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like Fire Swarm. Yeah, see, and it follows your mouse direction as well. We got a new charm. Let's see what it is. Let's keep the mana per second for now, because we're obviously heavy caster with the Pyromancer. Yeah, I do like Fire Swarm starting out. Yeah, much better. I mean, we'll test out the other skills, obviously. Actually, I'll put them on, now that I got a talent point, another one. So I don't want to do Comet yet, so let me try Fireflies as passive, Comet's inactive. Let's try Fireflies. When an enemy dies, the dies from arsonist projectiles, and orbiting Firefly is summoned, charging into nearby enemies. So that's a projectile, so this should proc Fireflies, which will be additional damage. There's the Firefly. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. We have 4 Fireflies. Oh, my God. All right. We got the build. This is it. The meta. At level 2. We got the meta at level 2, guys. We got an upgraded pitchfork. Some magic damage. Is it? It has CDR as well. That's awesome. 1.92 cast time. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so definitely go Fire Swarm starting out with Fireflies. I remember when I was doing the meta guides on the Pyromancer, and I was doing a lot of testing during map clears, and he was really strong. The only thing that he lacked, if I remember correctly, during end game was the damage, just the flat out damage to burn down the leads and bosses. Obviously, you know, he was still good and viable, but there were so many other classes that just had so much more burst than the Pyromancer. But which is okay, you know, but in my opinion, I would have probably used the Pyromancer to clear and farm, and then used another class to do boss rushes or push wormholes. But with these changes here, it's going to be different. Oh, I didn't talk to the blacksmith. Alright, so now we're going to do all the quests again. You don't have to, but you know, as you'll get a lot more experience if you do early on. We got another weapon upgrade. Requires level 6 though. And we have 2 more talent points to put in. So might want to keep boosting up Fireswarm to lower the cooldown, because remember, the way the game works now is every time you put a talent point in, the cooldown reduces. They didn't reduce for this ability though. Maybe there's a certain limit. Or maybe you gotta put more points in. I'm gonna go with the meteor. Because the comet was pretty... I mean, it did do a lot of AoE as well. The fireflies are strong. But I want to go heavy proc based. So I'm firing this, proccing the fireflies. Also has a chance to proc the meteor when I attack. So we'll go with that. Alright, so we have to get the coffee beans and body parts collected. And if you guys remember, we're just going to go to the right of the map. And keep going through. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys want the leveling series to be, 30 minutes or an hour. I've been doing an hour because I'll find a good stopping point after I've gotten like 20 levels plus, and then do a video there, because that's enough content to get to level 20. If I do less than that, you won't really see anything, in my opinion. But maybe you guys want shorter videos. You let me know. How many fireflies we have? Can I even count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even know. 8? Do we have 8? Like, I have to pause the game. How do you pause it? It is 8. That's insane. Oh, but looks like they reset when you go to a new stage. Wow. That's really cool. How strong the fireflies are. Okay, but the mobs have to die. Out of keys. We should buy some keys. I'm gonna increase the damage of the fire swarm, so that way the fireflies proc more often. We did get some new gear. A book. Increases attack speed, attack damage. We don't have a shield yet, so we're not gonna... We'll stay with this. I think the book... Actually, yeah, the book will be better. Because we want to proc. Let's see what it does to our damage. 28. 37. Yeah, and the faster attacks will cause the media to proc more often by using a one-hander. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, you see? You can see the meteors fly out. You see that? That's amazing. So you definitely want to go with the one-hander for now. I mean, that's what I'm doing. And now we get a shield here. Auto equips it. Awesome. It's like we might want to buff. Yeah, because the fireflies is just free damage. Watch this staff be insane. Yeah, we'll stay with the one-hander though, because proc and meteor I think is really good. Okay. Let's see. So we know about the whole mining thing, as I explained with the white mage, but I'll say it again, but I'm not going to waste time mining. Because I can explain that through multiple other videos, but obviously as you're leveling, you always want to mine. So the coffee bean is going to be at the portal, if I remember correctly. So once we get the coffee bean, we can go back and complete both quests. Just gotta find where the portal is. Actually, it'll be at the checkpoint, I believe, right? So yeah, for the testing purposes of this leveling series, we're not going to be mining and wasting time with that. But if we were leveling accurately in the season, you would be picking up every mine. That way you'll be ahead of the game. Alright, coffee bean is at the checkpoint. We'll go back to town, turn these in, and pick up the next quest. Looks like we got upgraded boots. Level 9s though. We'll do some item manny later. Right now, too early, we're doing a lot of damage. And you always want to do item manny after you clear an act, at the end of an act. That way you don't waste too much time item management. We gotta collect bricks, but I'll pick up the quest with Dr. Tinker here to zap enemies. Let's create some keys. So early on you do want to craft keys with whatever gold you have. Because you're going to come across, you know, chests that you want to open. Should I do the comet? I don't think the comet flows. We'll continue up in Fire Swarm to one shot. So it looks like putting talent points into it is not reducing its cooldown. But cooldown reduction itself is. I think that only works on abilities that probably have like, you know, 4 seconds plus of cooldown. Then the more points you put in, the lower it reduces it, because Fire Swarm already has a very low cooldown. And if putting points into the talent points reduced it further, it'd be spammed, right? But you can still get it lower with cooldown reduction, which is okay. Yeah, I love the media procs. And with the fast attack and one-hander. So we're trying to collect the bricks, but I think that's going to be... Should have been in this stage. Collect bricks from boxes. Is the shock? Okay, the shock's gonna work. I was gonna say the fireflies is gonna end up killing the enemies before I can actually complete the quest. Let's find the checkpoint. We'll just pick up Damien's Amulet. With a low level, most likely we're going to die. So just pick up any relics to help you out along the way. Obviously we don't... Oh, they dropped the bricks, finally. Oh yeah, we have to destroy the vases to pick up this quest item. I forgot about that. Alright, so we need 4 more, and then we can turn in the quest. Alright, let's go turn it. Well, we'll explore the top of the map here. And then we'll go turn it in. Alright, let's go turn this in quick. So supposedly all you need is a cloud key to go into Shaponia. They should really deal away with Demon Sheep and the Jeffrey subscription relics from the game, so it doesn't eat up valuable relic slots. But that's a big change. Should I go into combat now? No. Because that's capped out. We're going to go into more firefly damage. But yeah, they should really remove those other relics so people don't get confused if they're not going to be used anymore. You know, that's pretty big. Picking up relics in the game, especially when you're in the game and they're not going to be used for anything, eats up, you know, 2 very valuable relic slots. So I'll provide that feedback to Wooxie and them. So we have to collect hot water and kill Gurag. So once we complete the hot water, we'll turn it in, and then we just can rush through to finish Act 1 by killing Gurag. You're gonna notice that this playthrough will be a lot faster than the White Mage. 1, because we want to get to all the other classes. 2, we already did a lot of the initial entry stuff on the White Mage, as far as showing you guys all the mining and why it's important and how you can purchase relics from the town with them. So we'll be able to clear a lot faster. So I already completed this quest here. I know my next quest is to kill Gurag. So instead of going back to the base now, I'm going to find the waypoint. I'll use the waypoint to go back to base. Remember, always discover the waypoint so you can backtrack to up your mining later. Here's the waypoint. So I'll use this to go back to town, turn in the quest, then come back and head on to kill Gurag. I'm still one-shotting all the mobs pretty much. So, oh no, I shouldn't have taken this portal. So I'm not gonna bother doing itemization right now. We missed the portal, huh? Looks like. Yeah, on Fields of Battle. Yeah, you do not want to do that. But that's not a big deal. You can always go back to it. There's a legendary item here that dropped. You do not want to skip that at all. So early on, we are picking up a lot of items to give us better options once we clear the act to better increase our damage. And then based on the itemizations I do at the end of this act, I might remove the blues. I'm not going to remove the yellows on this playthrough compared to the White Mage. We are going to go in the Black Tower though to get leveled up fast. Yeah, I'm not going to remove the rares for now because I want to have better options than I did on the White Mage and see how that works while leveling. I might need to equip some items here. At least for survivability. This guy's hit pretty hard. Yeah, because I only have 182 health. We'll see. Very good map clear, mob clear with the Pyromancer. Yeah, the firefly damage is really good. Did they? trying to look at the patch notes to see if they did anything to the Firefly. We have pyrokinetic, scaling. Looks like they didn't touch the damage of Fireflies. But it's already doing pretty good, so I guess it's okay. Look at that. This Meteus, this Firefly is going out. Fire Swarm, right? Yeah. So many procs happening. Then there's also burns happening to the mobs, but they're low level, so they're just dying too fast. Yeah, Pyromancer are really good at clearing. Just like the White Mage. I mean, the White Mage is amazing at map clear with the Black Mass Curse. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do some item mania here before we fight Gorag, because these mobs are taking a little longer to die now, and I have a ton of items in my bags. That's gonna help us clear faster. So we'll actually, after we clear this dungeon, we'll do it, because the mobs are scaling higher now, the elites, and you don't want to be taking a second or longer to kill these mobs. That's gonna slow your leveling experience. So I know I said you always want to do item mania and talents, all that after an act. Well, the talents you do as you're leveling, but item management after an act. You gotta gauge it, right? Like if you're taking this long here to kill mobs while leveling, and you have so many more upgrades in your bag, just take the 5 seconds, put on, you know, some upgrades. You're gonna get more survivability. You're gonna get a lot more damage, and you're gonna burst everything down. So we're certainly going to do that after we clear this. I lagged out there. We're probably going to die here. Like when there's a lot of mobs on the map, the game like lags. I've reported that already. Hopefully they fix it. Yeah, so we'll certainly equip some new items so we're not progressing on these guys. We just want to be one-shotting them as we level. Okay. And we don't have the mercenary this time, so which is going to be good for the new player, right, who won't have access to the mercenary. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Fire Nova creates a Fire Nova impacting all enemies around the arsonist. 158 damage. It's an active. We're definitely going to go with the Fire Nova for now. We did comment at the beginning, I know it was level 1, but I didn't enjoy it. We'll put a point into it later. Fire Nova, definitely the next skill we're gonna go. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's equip some new items. Let's take a look at our damage. We're at 68. 3% CDR. Mana, dodge, poison, no. Mana after kill, fire damage. Well, no brainer to go with the golden necklace. Obviously Pyromancer, everything scales with fire damage and elemental damage, so you want to put that on. Helm, 4% CDR in this helm. We might go with that helm just because of the CDR, so that way it will allow us to spam Fire Swarm and Fire Nova more often. Now we're at 81 damage. See if we have a 6% CDR charm. 3% fire damage, 3% CDR, 3% fire damage, 9 fire damage. The 6% CDR is really good though. We want to stack that. We'll favor CDR for now. But, you know, this would be an amazing charm as well. Weapon. It's 88 damage on attack, but the wand would be better because it's fast attacks as well. It's a one-hander. 7% attack speed, sockets, magic damage, energy. Do we have a CDR weapon? I mean, the biggest upgrade would be this cane here. Let's go with the wand. So we maintain the media procs. For now. Chest, fire damage. So we'll go with the Tundra armor. Look at this shield. 5% CDR on that wood buckler. So we'll definitely put that on. Do we have CDR gloves? No CDR gloves. So we'll go with the energy crit rate, crit damage. Just put on stamp belt, doesn't really matter. Let's see if we have some CDR. We have 3 CDR already on these boots. So what I do, I just look at CDR and I just scroll down, and if the number changes, I know I have a piece of gear that has CDR, but it does not. So let's see if the other stats will outweigh the 3% CDR. I think it will. 21 fire damage, crit rate, man on hit. Excuse me. We'll keep the CDR for now. What are we at? 133, right? 18% cooldown reduction. Let's go with this. And let's see how much damage we're going to deal now. Alright, so we have to find the checkpoint and head over to Gurag. Let me try just the Fire Nova. Okay, it was decent damage. And it pushes them back, huh? Okay. And it's pulsing, what, 3 times? Let me see. Like when it pushed them back. Oh, they're getting one shot. Well, we'll figure it out on higher level mobs. We have not gotten the checkpoint here yet. There it is. And then we'll go to Gurag. Since we're going to be doing the boss, and I want to be casting a lot more, we'll pick up Comet. That way we can have more burst damage when we get to the boss. That's my thought process behind it. We'll pick up the Butcher's Knife as a relic. That's 5 speed. You always want speed. Let me pick up the keys here. The faster you move throughout the map, the faster you level, the faster you clear, the faster you get to end game. So you always want to pick up any relic that has fast movement speed. Remember, people ask me about the little pet following me around, the Stickman Steve. He just collects gold. He's a companion you can buy from the shop. I highly recommend it. It saves you a lot of time. Instead of you going around picking up stuff yourself, you know, he'll go around and collect most of the gold for you. They did increase the speed on him last season, which was necessary. So he's much better now. Forgot I had Comet. I wasn't even casting it. I don't really want to pick up the poison spear. Where's the checkpoint? Is it gonna be far left? Maybe. Let's see. No, maybe it's over there on the right. That's strange. There's no... Oh, I think it'll be right there in the middle. But let's just keep going. Some bad morning allergies kicking my ass right now. Level 14. We're moving along. Obviously, because we're not picking up mining nodes like we were in the White Mage, so we're definitely moving faster. Yeah, looks like we can still get more damage though. So before we go through, we definitely want to get more levels, get more powerful. Electric steel plate, looks like it's an upgrade. Gives Flame Diviner projectiles a chance to leave behind a blazing trail that damages and slows enemies. Let's go with the passive. See. I do see the fire trail. I'm not sure if they're going to be slowed. We'll pick up the honeybee. Like I said, we're leveling out early. Any relic you pick up will help you. 30% experience gain. So now we do not pick up another devil statue. You do not want to take the chance to lose that buff. But that's why... Another reason why you clear this entire map and pick up these statues, because when that happens you get a lot of experience. I mean, that boost is huge. I like the blazing trail. I wish the radius of it was wider, because can barely see it. Another 15% experience gain. Let's go. That reset it. So it overwrote the other buff, but reset the timer back up to 60 seconds, which is fine. I mean, we were gonna be low. We were gonna be running out of time anyways on the other buff. So I'm not gonna pick up the statue yet, because we still have 36 seconds. On experience gain, that's positive, so you do not want to take the chance. So what I'm noticing with the Pyromancer, between the fire nova and the trail, the fire nova pushes enemies back, the fire trail slows them. Makes you pretty safe when you're fighting a bunch of mobs. You know, later on, you want to use the Fire Nova probably defensively and not offensively. You know, when mobs are getting close to you, you just push them back. And with the 2-time relic, it's going to be amazing. Alright, so now all our buffs are dropped. So I'm going to take a chance on this devil statue here. Uh-oh. Speed. That's huge. Level 17. Yeah, that Fire Nova allows you to just get in there. Another 25% attack speed. Yeah, the clears are really good. Let's see what this statue offers. Negative 25% attack speed. How about this one? 30% experience gain. Let's go! Now we want to go to the next map because we already cleared the majority of this. So we leech as much experience from the next stage as possible. We have 30 seconds left of it. Oh, this elite's not dying. Because you were stacked with loot. Stacked. Level 18. This is going faster than the... I mean, obviously we are going faster, right? Because we're not mining and all that. But this goes to show you, right? When you're leveling in the season and you're going to be efficient. You can always come back to mine after when you're... We're going to pick up the statue, take a chance on it. You know, when you have a slow day, your friends are AFK or whatever, you can always come back and level up your mining then by yourself. But in a group, you definitely want to keep moving. 30% experience gain again. I mean, these devil statues are insane. Because I believe we got level 20 on the white mage after completing Act 2, was it? I gotta go back in the VOD and see. Right now we're about to be level 20 before we even get to Gurag. But these devil statues are insane. I mean, that's like, we got 15% off of angel statue, 30% is like the third time already of positive experience gain, so that's huge. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some item manning here before the boss, I think. Because these mobs, yeah, we should do that. That way we one-shot Gurag. And not risk dying on him. So we'll clear the trash around him first, and then we'll drop a portal. Alright, we'll drop a portal here. We'll put on the talent points. Fire Trail is good. I think I'm going to scale up Fire Swarm. Or even Fire Nova. Yeah, right now the Fire Swarm is doing really good for leveling. Longer cooldown of Fire Nova, so it might not be... Okay, so the cooldown on Fire Nova is going down the more points we put into it. And the damage is way higher. So we'll keep going into Fire Nova then. Lower the cooldown, double up on the damage. Alright, let's look at our items. Taking a chance there. Taking a risk. We get a lot more health and survivability with the snack. But no cooldown reduction neck. We're gonna go with the survivability. So we don't die here. No upgraded helm. Do we have an upgraded charm? No, nothing to change CDR. And yeah, we do not want to lose CDR while leveling. Maybe I'll put on a two-hander. No, but it's all going to be a damage loss. Except for the spell blade. I lose the attack speed. Yeah, no. So that's the problem with getting so much loot. It's a bunch of trash. And it slows you down, right? Looking at all of that. So we're going to remove blues after this. This is definitely a nice chest. It gives a lot more stam, armor, fire damage. So we'll put this on. For the survivability. Armor, mana per second, 5 sockets, and 11 fire damage. Yeah, the round shield is going to be better. Oh no, we're going to lose the CDR. Yeah, we do not want to do that. 4% CDR on Bramble Mitts. We're going to go with that regardless. I'm going to equip it right away before even looking at the other stats. But let's see if we have another glove that reduces CDR. Nope. Let's see for belts. Yeah, higher survivability belt. Boots. 3% CDR on those. We might want to swap some boots because it's just 3% CDR and this has a lot more armor, speed, fire damage, mana after kill. Yeah, we'll go with the heavy boots. Even though we don't benefit from strength, but we get mana, crit rate, mana after kill, fire damage, and we have a lot more speed and armor. Alright, and now let's go to options. In game, let's remove the superior. We'll keep rares and up. Alright, let's see how we do. And Gurag. So it looks like a mana starved. Because I put too many points. Wow. The white mage deleted this boss. Now we have no mana to do damage. And the damage is not here for boss. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not good. We just put in a... Oh, that's not good at all. I'm glad I got the portal in there. But wow, compared to the white mage on Gurag, and we're level 19. So we're having some massive mana issues there. Because we put too many points. And Fire Nova? No. And where is my portal? And my portal's gone. Alright, let's sell the gear. So as much damage as the Pyromancer is doing to trash, obviously it's not the same on the boss. Let's find the check. We got the checkpoint here. That wasn't good at all. Let's find the checkpoint of King's Garden. And let me see what we can do there. So we change up the talent points or just spam. And I don't get it why there's no checkpoint in King's Garden. Let's see if it's up here. So I'm thinking here, do we change up the skill points and try a different route? Or we just spam Fire Swarm and save our mana while we're attacking. Here's the checkpoint. Because using Fire Nova there ran us out of mana fast. And we couldn't really do much damage to the boss. We'll try this with just the Fire Nova and auto attacks. And we'll play safer. We'll see how that goes. So good map. So this okay, well this is actually good that this is happening because this will allow us to give feedback to Wooxie to balance out the game. Because this was the issue with Pyromancer, right? If you guys remember at the beginning of the video, amazing map clears really fast, but then when it came to heavy elites, wormhole pushers, and bosses, they just died out. And as you can see here, we were progressing on Gurag. You know, that this should not be happening at normal difficulty. I know we're on level 5, but still, compared to the other classes, it shouldn't be that far off, right? But let's try it again. Yeah, let me try just the Firestorm shot. Looks like that's doing better. You want to kill the statues around the room. Yeah, still having mana issues. But as long as we just keep firing Fire Swarms, save your mana regen for that, I guess. Yeah. Which is sad because you would want to spam the other abilities and be able to kill him faster. But if you guys, you guys can always go back to the video and compare the White Mage killing this boss compared to the Pyromancer. And that's the difference. So as we continue to level and come across more bosses and elites, we can provide that feedback. Because the Pyromancer is an amazing class. It should be doing more damage to bosses. If you ask me. So I think this is a good stopping point though. We already did some item manny. We did pick up a new helm. And we got an additional CDR, so we're gonna go with the cask. What I'm favoring with the Pyro for now is CDR, and obviously any, fire damage we can get. But crit rate, crit damage is good, health per second, and we'll get an additional CDR. Let's see if we get a new weapon. Yeah, maybe I'll put on a two-hander and we'll try it out later. 1% experience gain on this belt. That's pretty huge while leveling. You definitely want to look for items like that. So what's my damage now? 184. What happens if I do put on a two-hander? 193. Yeah, but your attack's so slow. What does it do for our Fire Swarm? And our final 386, 166. Yeah, it's more damage, but the proc that you're gonna lose on the meteor is pretty heavy. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna stop it here for this series. This has been the Pyromancer. So far the changes are pretty good. leveling from 0 to 20 or 0 to 19. We'll get one more level here, that way we make it even. With Fire Swarm, I think definitely better. Because you don't want to go 0 to 19 on the leveling series, it's not going to be good. So I'll get one more level. But yeah, mana. So it looks like we're going to have to favor mana after kill as well if we want to spam our abilities and deal more damage. The map clear is really good. %15 experience gain on that statue. Uh-oh, frozen. There it is, level 20. We'll get the checkpoint, and then we'll go back to base. Where would it be? Just gonna check. That's the exit. So it's gonna be bottom right somewhere. I want to see Comet. Yeah, the Comet does like no damage. Obviously I don't have that many points into it. But the Fire Swarm just synergizes really well with the Fireflies. It's the Frozen Cellar. There's like no mobs up here. Yeah, the Firefly is really good. So if I was to respec, I'd probably remove the points from Fire Nova, put them more into Fireflies. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now. Actually, we'll do that on the next video. Let's just find the checkpoint in the video here, and we'll respec from level 20 and on, so we're more efficient on leveling. And we're not starved on that, because the Pyromancer is a heavy caster, as this should be. So we want to make sure we have a lot of passives and proccing, so we're not tied down to mana regen, you know, drastically lowering our damage. So we'll just put it in here for now, but next time we come in, we're gonna respec. Anyways, we'll end the series there. You guys take care. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Pyromancer, what you think a good build route is, what you think of the changes, and when it comes to the boss damage, yeah, something needs to change there. I know this is early, but we'll see as we get to level 100 and how we do on other bosses, and we'll be able to compare the Pyromancer to the other classes. The White Mage significantly strong on killing bosses. You know, player time is pretty good. I know not all classes should be exactly the same, but bringing them closer together in balance as far as, you know, damage of bosses will be cool. Alrighty, you guys take care. Until next time, roll deep. Woo!